This video is going to explain how to remove this humongous cushion from a sofa cover. Yeah, I think we got that right. What happened is I'm a caregiver, and the person kind of dropped a load on the sofa cushion, and it soaked in, and what I did is I grabbed the carpet cleaner right away and put it over the cushion to try to suck everything up. But obviously the cover smells of urine. So you can go and you can yank on these things. I think we can see the top of it. But there's a zillion videos on the YouTube. You don't have to do a thumbs up. You don't have to do a like. You don't have to leave me comments on how awesome I am. This is no secret how to do this. But if you try to pull this thing, you might be able to do it, but you might also damage it. So there are ways to take this cushion off, or take the cover off of the cushion. Very simple. And there's also ways to do it where you wrap a plastic bag, like a trash bag, around the cushion, and you put a vacuum hose into there, and you suck out all the air, and then you're able to have a smaller cushion that you're able to squeeze into the cover, and then, yikes. Okay, so the easiest way to do this, you can struggle. You probably damage, you probably rip the seams of your cushion cover. So the easiest way is just press down. Just press down, shrink it down, shrink it down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this against the washer, and I'm able to slide this a couple inches. Very simple. So now I've got, ladies, you know what a few inches is. That's about 6 inches over there. So now I'm going to take this thing, and it's very awkward. My main goal right now is just to get the cover off so that I can clean it. I know you could probably put this in a washing machine and you could probably ruin it. So for me, what I'm going to do is, okay, press down on the top again. See what I'm doing? Pressing down on the cushion. Pressing down on the cushion so I can get the cover to come back. Another few inches, 6 inches, 12 inches. Oh, baby. Okay, so we've done a little bit over here, but you don't want to take, you want to take your time. You definitely want to take your time. I'm probably just going to take this cover, put it in the sink, put some soap, disinfectant, try to clean it the best I can. So you see what I'm doing again? I'm having a hard time because the cushion's folding, but that's okay. Fold it, press it. Now we're about halfway down. We're more than halfway down. We've already done it. So what I want to do, okay, so the zipper for me is where the label is. So now what I want to do is I want to inspect this. And I want to see, I know their load was right in the middle of the pillow. I want to see how much damage I have. I dried this extensively with fans. So I don't really see a stain. I don't see the stain of the load. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish this video in a minute. What I want to do is say hold. Okay. Okay. What I'm doing right now is I'm smelling the cushion, and I smell a massive load of urine on the cushion. It's all over the cushion, and for something like this is sealed. So there's really no way to do this. What I'm going to tell you is, what the professionals will do is they'll take this cushion, they will put it in a huge, most of them put it in a big 3mm thick plastic bag, like a huge commercial trash bag. They soak it with water and disinfect it, and then they suck out the water. You're not going to have the equipment to do this. You could try it in a bathtub. It's going to take you days and hours to get this thing dry, and you're probably going to cause a lot of mold problems. For me, I'd say it doesn't look that bad, but most of the load, most of the urine has been soaked into this thing. This is not a waterproof cover, but you were able to see you don't even see the stains, but it's soaked in there. My main interest right now, getting this cover washed. I'm going to put it over to my nose. Doesn't smell, but it's had a few days to clean out. So that's how you remove the cover. I'm going to show you, hopefully I'm going to be able to continue the video after I'm done cleaning this massive load. And I'll show you how to squeeze this thing back in. Of course, the simplest way is just do pressing down. You can, as I said, you can put it in a trash bag, a big plastic bag, a garment vacuum type bag, suck out the air. It will squeeze this thing. I don't really know how much it's going to shrink a big thick cushion like this. Hopefully this video helped you. There you go. How do I shut this off? I don't know if this shut off or turned off. I'm using some ammonia and some Dawn power wash stuff. Cleaning the cushions, you can see how absolutely filthy it is. If I ruin the sofa cover, I don't care. Just buy another one. It's only a couple $1,000s. Look how filthy this water is. I've been doing this for about 5 minutes. I've got the cover, I washed it in the sink. I've got the cover in the washer now, strictly under the under the rinse cycle. So I don't think it's going to do too much damage. I examined the cushion, and the only area that I notice a stain, there's a pH stain, is right over there. I don't really want to, what I could do is I could use a carpet, one of those portable carpet things, and suck up the stain and maybe try to suck up the urine. I don't know that I want to mess with that. I think I just want to cut my losses. Let me smell this. That's where it's at. That's where the stink is. So there's definitely urine on that outer cover. The right thing to do would be to use a carpet cleaner to suck up all that stuff, or to spray it and use a shop vac to clean that up. That's definitely a problem. I could probably clean that up, mop it up with the stuff that I do to clean up the urine off the carpet for a dog, and it would work perfectly. And I think that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to clean this stain, and after the rinse cycle is done on the cover, I'll put it in the dryer on a very low rotation to make sure it doesn't damage it, and then we'll be done, maybe in an hour or so. We've got a little bit of light problems over here. Right in the corner. I'll spray that. I'll go over here and spray this. Now you really can see the stain. And what you're going to see right before your eyes, hopefully, as this runs all over the floor, yeah, you're going to see the stain. Hopefully the stain just starts to disappear. You don't want to do this if you have animals in the room, because these are pretty heavy-duty chemicals I'm using. But that stain should just dissolve. We got the stain right over here. Most yeah, I gotta open up the room. I'm hoping we got this big yellow stain right over here. That stain should just mostly disappear before our eyes. It doesn't mean that it's going to take care of the urine problem if it's soaked in, but it's going to take care of the problem on the outer cover of this. It should work on its own, but I just want to get this done. So I'm going to help it a little bit. You can see probably 50% of that urine stain is gone. I know as I'm spraying, it's soaking in, but that's okay, because the stuff that I'm using is breaking down the urine. I just smell the cloth. All I smell is chemicals. It's nasty. Okay, we'll do one more spray. We're definitely going to have to dry this well with a fan. Care. Go on the edge over here, make sure it doesn't run down on the floor too much. Now it's soaking in. This is going to need a good cleaning with the fan. These chemicals alone, even if I don't brush it, will break down most of the urine. Most of the urine stain is gone. I'm not going to make this 100%, But my goal is to make this so that while the person is alive, we can still use the sofa without smelling any urine, and we won't have to replace this. And then when they are gone, I will definitely get rid of the sofa, but I don't want to do that now. It's just too much to do. I don't have the time for it. A majority of the stain is gone. I'm guessing that most of the minimal soap that we have over here, probably very minimal, is gone. It's all over the floor. That's okay. That is okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up a fan. Let me press down on here to try to absorb whatever I can with pressure. And this is 1,000% better than what we had before. Again, the right way to do this would be, you could probably take this cushion to the dry cleaner. They'd probably charge you 30 to 50 to 70 bucks. Who knows what they're going to rip you off for. You could use a shop vac to suck up, but I don't know how much you're going to be able to suck up inside this material because it's already sucked in. So I used some cleaner that will definitely soak in and work on the smell that's in there and disinfecting. And I'd say we probably dried most of we've cleaned up most of the stain. It's over there. I'm going to get the fan now. I'm going to run the fan for a couple hours, and then we'll see, I'll be back. Update. Okay, this is the area where we had the stain. I would say like 50-75% of it is gone. I don't really want to, since this is stitched together, I don't want to put this into a plastic bag, fill it with a bunch of, like a big trash bag like this, or probably even bigger. I don't want to put it in a bag, fill it with water, disinfect it, squeeze the water out, because this thing is huge and I don't want to ruin the sofa right now. That's the fan drying off the area where we had the pee. I put my nose on there. My nose is trained to detect pee, and I didn't detect any. This is the cover. This went into the washer strictly on the spin and rinse, or rinse and spin. You can see we've already got threads from the hem starting to come apart. So if this goes in the dryer, this whole thing's probably going to come apart. That is why I've got it on a plastic trash bag right in front of the fan, and I'm just going to fan dry this thing right now. We'll fan dry this. By the time this is almost dry, this cover will be dry. If I put this in the dryer, chances are more of the threads are going to come out, and this cover will be destroyed. So far so good. We're almost done. And after everything's dry, then I'll squeeze the cushion back into the cover. A reversal of exactly what I did at the beginning of the video. And then we will have a sofa, pillow, and cushion and cover that hopefully does not have any more urine smell. And at least it's disinfected. The cover definitely took the load of the pH. And it's going to take a while to dry, but again, I don't want to put this in the dryer. Chances are very good I will destroy it if I do that. Alright, updates soon. More threads that came off. You can see what I'm doing over here. I've got the fan on the floor, and I've still got the plastic on the mattress, but maybe 10-15% of this cover is dry. First I was drying on the inside, now I'm drying on the outside. I could put it in the dryer, as I said, but I have a feeling this whole hem thing's going to come apart. I don't want to hang it outside because it's nighttime and cold, and I just want the air to dry this. I don't want it to shrink. I don't want mold to grow on this. So I'll be sitting here for a couple hours till this thing is completely dry, and then we'll put it in the cushion. Or around the cushion. There we go. Well over an hour later, still trying to get this cover dry with the fan. I really want to put it in the dryer, but I don't want to damage it, so I'm just being patient and holding off. It's probably 50% dry. It would be a lot better if we had better temperatures, but it's nighttime and it's not drying out fast, but that's okay. I started getting worried that it was taking too long for the material to dry, and I know it takes hours and hours for mold to grow, but I was just too worried about it. So what I ended up doing is I filled the dryer with a whole bunch of clothes so that I wouldn't overburn or overheat the cover, and the cover's in the dryer now. I know it's on high, I should put it on low, probably 10 or 15 minutes just to get a lot of the moisture out of there, and then I'll continue drying with the fan. Okay, we have the cover removed from the dryer, and my big worry was the roping around here, whatever you call this, was not drying. Still a little damp. It wasn't drying with the fan, and I was worried about that. The rest of the cover it's dry inside, it's dry enough outside. I'm gonna put the camera on the tripod and I'm gonna show you how to put the cushion back into the cover. Exactly opposite of what I just did. Let's get everything ready. It's dry enough, I'm not going to drag this out any longer. I just want to get this job done. This is not as easy as taking it out. Did I just say that? So what I'm going to do, I'm showing you from the side. Zipper's up at the front over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this in just a little bit, line up the roping on the top. It would be easy if I had help, but I don't. So I'm going to turn this over. And now, make sure, I might have put that on too far. I think it did. Okay, that didn't work out right at all. But that's okay. I'm going to get the roping for the top and the bottom of this cushion. I'm going to line it up with the zipper right in the center, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to press down to get this in. Make sure it's lined up before you continue. I'm over halfway done. Then I'm going to turn this over again. We're still lined up very well, very evenly. So I'm pressing down on the top again. And I'm probably 75% done. I'm almost done. Okay. You can see how far up we are. This cushion is extremely heavy, very thick. You can see it won't slide on. I have to press down. I'm not perfectly lined up like I should be, but I can adjust that as we go. Pressing down. We're already, on this end, we're already seated. And I've already got the front. Pressing down. The front is completely over. Make sure it's lined up. It is all lined up. Everything's completely lined up. I'm pressing down on the front. I'm going to pull this thing over the top. I'm pressing down on the front. I mean on the side. You've got this thing on the top, but you can also see we're not completely lined up here. So this is the hard, easy part. We're almost done. Just have to make sure. Yeah, we're done. So what I'm going to show you now, you got to find the zipper. Don't we always have to look for the zipper? Okay, so you got the zipper over here, and yeah. Where's the zipper? I'm looking for the zipper piece. Is it here or is it on the other side? Oh boy. It's on the other side. So what you want to do now, because this is pretty tough, you'll rip this thing to pieces if you try to stretch it. So you do the same thing you did before. You press down. This is when it's easier to have two people. You see I'm pressing down? It gives me the gaposis I need to be able to pull this zipper together. You don't want to pull, you don't want to stretch anything. Pressing down on the top. Ooh, that's tight. Oh, baby, is that so tight? Oh my God. Okay, so we're halfway done. And we just have a little bit left to do. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to press down. It's not going to work, so I'm going to press up at the front, grab the zipper, pull, grab the zipper. See how it just lets me do this when I press in? Gives me all that material that I need, all that space. Now we got the last few strokes. Oh baby, it's almost done. There it is, people. There it is. Remove the urine from the cover, was able to wash it. Had to put it in the dryer. I didn't want to, but I mostly dried it with the fan. You saw how I pressed down on the front to do the zipper, and I pressed down on the side, each side, to remove the cover from the cushion. Hopefully this is going to help people for decades to come if I live that long. Thank you for watching my video.